Hi guys, welcome back to Form of Therapy. My name is PD, and today we're going to be reacting to Good So Bad by ZEROBASEONE. I am very excited for this because the album is called Cinema Paradise, and even based on this opening shot, it looks like we're going to be incorporating a huge cinematic element into both the album and the music video. And this is their most recent comeback after their summer album, Feel the Pop, being the title track. And one thing that has changed greatly from that comeback to now is that I saw them live. I saw them live at KCON LA 2024 this year, and it meant a lot. It meant a lot. I've been through a lot in the past year, since watching Boys Planet to now, and my life has been through a lot of ups and downs, and they have been one of the most inspiring parts of that journey for me. And so to be able to see them live was incredible. Ricky is as unreal in person as he looks on screen. And Cuban, oh my God, my boy. If I couldn't love that kid any further, just seeing him live was awesome. And he's tall as hell. And Konuku looks like a goddamn beast. Also, just, man, I am coming into this adoring them so much more than I already did. Seeing them in person was very special. We're going to check out this music video. Let's just go.
놓치지 않으려 애쓸수록 그 아픔만 깊어질 뿐이다. 그러니 놓아 그녀를.
When you hear the rhythm,
Oh, that's Yujite. Oh, this beat is already my vibe. Oh. Oh my God. What is happening? Why is Yujite in this music video? Oh my God, I will care on my second watch through. Oh, Matthew getting the bridge is excellent. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Now that was, oh my God. The editing for this video is so chilling. Oh, that silent cut. Oh. Oh, there's a little more. they're like studio tuning this. They're like, oh my God. Has a music video ever ending fairied themselves before? Oh my. Let me see this last shot again. Interesting. This is written and directed by Yujite. Okay, he didn't actually direct it. I was like, but there's no way he did, right? Yeah. Kang Dong-young directed it. Interesting. They've all got they've all got different credits on here with their names on it. Okay. That is my favorite title track from ZEROBASEONE, yet right under In Bloom. Listen, I think In Bloom is always going to have that magic that I think is irreplaceable. I think there is also something about the way that song is produced, the way it plays with pacing, that I think it's going to take a while, if ever, for that song to be top for me. But Good So Bad is the best one yet for me. It's that perfect blend between pop as well as having all of these beautiful, bittersweet minor chords that just tug at your heartstrings. It is certainly my favorite music video from them, even in comparison to In Bloom. In Bloom, it's a cute music video, and it's fine. I would say it's great, but I think this one, especially the way that it is both shot and the emotions that evokes, it's largely hinged on the music video and its editing and its directing rather than the song itself. Mind you, the song plays a huge role in that. But I think when I think about the In Bloom video did not take my breath away in the same way that the song did. So it's almost like a reverse effect, at least for me, where I think the video, really pushes the emotions and the music complements it. Whereas I feel like for my favorite In Bloom, it was the music that was largely breathtaking and the video complementing it. Okay. So we're going to start off with why was Yujite in this? Listen, ZEROBASEONE is one of the biggest boy groups in Korea, if not at least the hottest boy group right now in Korea, with Yujite, an extremely prestigious actor, an extremely prestigious veteran Korean actor to be acting in this. He has a lot of notable famous roles, but I think especially for an international audience, they would know him maybe the most from, he was in the Korean remake of Money Heist. So for maybe more younger audiences, they might know him from Money Heist. He, however, I think for anyone who's a little bit more older, like late 20s, 30s, 40s and up, would know him from Old Boy. He was the villain in Old Boy. So very prestigious actor. It was kind of very shocking to see him here. I think the emotion that is evoked from the opening shot and scene where he is writing it out and seeing it basically come to life, there's this strange blend, almost of a fourth wall breaking of, is Yujite's character writing this, and the ZEROBASEONE members are characters in the story, or are they coming to life in some way? And then it ultimately concludes with he was actually writing the script for the music video, and he's the video director. And then it says written and directed by Yujite at the end. I think that's a very interesting and strange story that they wrote for this music video, even though he did not actually do that. I think that's very cool. And I think the emotion that particularly is invoked by when Hanbin right here cuts this line, and the way he actually breaks not even just the fourth wall, but more so he breaks the aspect ratio. right here. This is not an effect you see a lot in K-pop. You've seen it several times for sure, but it's just not done a lot in K-pop where he literally pops out the screen. It gives that effect of he's coming out of the screen. It's fourth wall breaking, but quite literally like he's entering our reality almost. He's breaking out of the screen. And then the spark is transitioned into his laptop, and the way his eyes turn, like he got a spark of inspiration in that moment. That was chilling the first time seeing that. I got goosebumps. It literally left me speechless. I feel like I did not talk too much during this because kind of took away my breath. Just as someone who is just a huge film buff and someone who really appreciates a good cinematic visual style, this was right up my alley. Let's go ahead and watch this again.
놓치지 않으려 애쓸수록 그 아픔만 깊어질 뿐이다. 그러니 놓아 그녀를.
When you hear the rhythm, start to move.
The transition of him closing the laptop, but it having Howl on screen, that was a great transition already. But this song is incredible. This song is incredible. This would, I would say, literally be ZEROBASEONE's best title track if In Bloom wasn't just this magical piece of work. And mind you, I'm going to have to listen to this a lot more. Maybe it is better than In Bloom. And maybe I do love this more than In Bloom. I think there is also a huge bias in that In Bloom, there was a lot of hype for In Bloom, and they lived up to it, mind you. You know, it was the first song outside of Boys Planet. And so there might be other contributing factors that might rank it as my number one. But thus far, this is the best thing I've heard. It just, oh my God. Oh. Oh my God, Konuk is singing in this. I love it so much. Oh. Interesting how they're dancing in this storyboard room. That's so interesting. Wow, that's this. I thought this set was really clever. But they add an additional layer of like, it's a storyboard, but they're dancing within the storyboard, but there's also the cutout of the house in the background, so it creates this additional depth. I thought that's also really, really, really well done. This is also one of my favorite parts. This part with Tere, I feel like this. Sorry, I'm my head and my heart is racing just listening to this song. I feel like the part distribution in this is so interesting. Where I feel like in previous ones, Yujin got more vocal parts. Same with Jiung. Jiung's done some of the rap parts before, but it felt like Konuk doing the vocal part in the beginning, and then the rap part that Yujin or Jiung does is something that Konuk would do. And this part, I wouldn't necessarily call it a rap part, but it's not the most like smoothest vocal part. In fact, Cuban gets that in a little bit. And I feel like that is the part that I would have expected Tere to get, and maybe Cuban would do this part. but I love the switch ups that we got here. It's so awesome. And honestly, I think Ted's voice on this makes it even more catchier. I love it. I mean, I guess Cuban is doing this part. And so I guess I would have expected maybe Konuk to be doing this next part. That is so goddamn catchy. And this is my other favorite part. Oh my god, it's like 2 seconds, but oh. I also like I also love Hanbin and Hao on their parts too. I feel like this is a great song. Like the overall top line is just really, really good. Like none of the rapping or talk singing or talk rapping is necessarily cringy, I suppose. They're all really, really good parts. And I think the people that they're given to properly make them even extra flavorful. Like this part from Hanbin and Hao is actually one of my favorite parts. And again, kind of like Ted's part, it's not the smoothest, most vocal driven part. I loved like 다시 놓치지 말아야 해, that like there's a little bit of sass that he adds, that Hao adds, that I really, really love. It's fantastic. That shot is also really great. That shot of Hao on the street. Oh, that's really beautiful. The singular light that they have placed behind the female lead, so to speak, in this scene, and the way she's glowing, and the way the rain is only hitting her and not Hao as he's entering this. There's something so visually very just striking about that. Oh. What is the text that we're pushing past? Hold on. The end. Okay. The quick cuts and the aspect ratio tightening again. So well done. God, Matthew. Oh. I can't wait to watch the lives for this. Oh, this is such a great part in the music video. First of all, the way Hao is consistently lit right here is so striking. Very cinematic shot. But the way they have the light traveling in the tunnel, as the light is traveling, I mean, with the electricity, sure, but that's so cool. The repetitive motion, it's like a pulsating motion, which if you look at the teddy bear too, the teddy bear, the heart is also beating. Ooh. This is a great scene to really illustrate this moment before we get into the bridge. I guess it's like a pre-bridge. The way it's building up to this moment is so beautiful. This is such a great idea. Oh, this part is so... I have to know how the 사랑하는데 transitions into this part. I have to... I gotta listen to the album. there is also something about, I think, the way they incorporate Yuji Te's scenes where it feels like he's writing and trying to figure out the music video, but also as if he's writing from a personal place. And at the end, there's this level of satisfaction, like seeing his creation being made and being born or being performed properly through them. I thought it was just such a beautiful touch. It's not explicitly stated. I think it's all portrayed through the few shots we get of Yuji Te, just the few sequence of shots and the way they insert it in certain moments, and that final look he gives, this look of satisfaction. That's what you get when you have a high caliber actor in your music video. And I like that it wasn't just a plugged in cameo. It was motivated both by story, and he was actually utilized in the edits, in the overall scenery of the music video. The way that it's shot, the way that it's produced, it's done in such a high quality and consistent way that I'm so happy and satisfied with this music video. I am so happy and moved by this song. It's so perfectly emotional. It's so perfectly heartbreaking and inspiring, really depending on which way you look at it and where you're at emotionally when you listen to it. But it's amazing. I love it. Oh my God. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I just was excited because it was called Cinema Paradise, and I am blown away by the title track. If it wasn't so upbeat and bright, I think I would have cried. Like, if they had the lyrics are, I think, other than starting from the bridge, like during Matthew's part, it's largely actually a very bright and lovely song lyrically. And it really does kind of emotionally sink down during the bridge. And so if even lyrically it was a little bit more bittersweet, I think I would have definitely cried. It's definitely the minor chords and the very beautiful sparkly synths. And I think that's why I compare it a lot to In Bloom. It's like, it's so close to feeling like kind of In Bloom's cousin in that way. I think I would have definitely been bawling my eyes out watching this. Oh, okay. Well, I am so stoked to check out the album for this. I'm going to be checking it out in September on my Patreon, but I am so glad you joined me for this reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to Good So Bad by ZEROBASEONE. Let me know what you guys think of the song. I'm sure you loved it, but let me know why you loved it. And let me know what you guys thought about the music video. I thought it was so beautifully done. I was very immersed in this. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, you can always subscribe to our channel over here. You can check out our other videos here. And I'll see you next time. Bye.